there, welcome back. It's been a while. You see this little balloon right there? You can't see it. God damn. It's number 3 right here. It used to look way better, but it's been like almost 2 weeks since I purchased it. And the reason why, it is already 3 years since I moved to Canada. I wanna make sure that you guys see it though. Is that better?
Back up! Back the fuck up!
I'll leave it here. And there's a lot I have learned throughout the way. For those who don't know, I am Ukrainian, and again, yes, I've been only living here for 3 years. With that being said, me being an immigrant now and having this label on my forehead, I do have a lot to say about this, so stay tuned. I feel like this is going to be interesting for people who have no idea what being an immigrant is, as well as also for people who are immigrants themselves. Why don't we just go into it? I have some highlights in my notes. I'm gonna peek at my phone a lot in this video, so don't mind me, I'm sorry. Before we go into it, as always, please subscribe to my channel. Please let me know what you think by the end of it. Like, follow, whatever. It's funny because it's been a while, but at the same time, I feel like time flew so fast. But I've already had enough things to determine when it comes to stages of immigration. This is what I wanted to start with. I feel like every person who immigrated ever have those like stages of accepting the environment that you're in, I guess. And first and foremost, you almost feel euphoric about the environment that you're in. At least that's what's been for me. I remember just walking down the hall in the airport, just going through the customs, and I was like, yeah, I like it here. I like it a lot. I don't know what exactly made me feel like such positive feeling and energy about the country that I didn't even see. I just saw the airport, but I guess that was a good sign. And first month in Canada was euphoric in its own way. Like, I remember whatever I was seeing here in Canada, this is normally what us people in Eastern Europe see in the movies, or something that like has been told about North America, and it's all new. Like, even the houses look completely different, the cars, I don't know, driving rules, food, obviously, road signs, nature, people, the way people dress, everything is different. And because this is something new, and because you're still in a state of like not really realizing that you're actually here, it almost feels like a movie. And any Ukrainian person that ever moved to US or Canada will tell you the same. It feels like a movie at first. You're so open to explore. You're so open to just like go around the area and learn how people live. And yeah, it lasted about a month. Straight after that, here comes the realization of where you are and what the hell you're doing in here. I just vividly remember looking through the window and just thinking to myself, like, I am across the ocean from my entire country. What the fuck? I'm not even being dramatic, this is actually my thought process. I was really homesicking. I was home craving, okay? There wasn't Ukraine anymore, there was Ukraine, because how badly I wanted to go back. Well, no shit. The vast majority of my family is still there. My friends were there. Everything that I've had for a good 17 years of my life was there. So it makes total sense why I wanted to go back. And I couldn't afford flying back and forth, right? It was a big thing, flying across the ocean. So expensive. It still is. And the only thing that was helping was like listening to music that remind you of back home. People that I luckily had a chance to talk to, like video calls and stuff. And also my family who already lived there, who kind of like supported me along the way. Well, I didn't believe them. This is my stubbornness in me, because they were telling me this is gonna get better, don't worry. And I was like, nope, you don't understand anything. I want to go back. And that stage, I feel like it lasted a while, and then it slowly merged with another stage, which is hating on a country that you're in. And I'm so sorry, because Canada, beside everything, is very welcoming, and I'm beyond grateful for being here, for having whatever I had, and for having whatever I have right now. But it's just a period of time that you have to go through. And I'm gonna say something about this a little later. I was comparing it constantly to what we have in Ukraine. I was genuinely so attached to everything that my country has. Your brain have this tendency of completely forgetting the bad memories that you might have had, or good memories that you might have in this specific moment, because you focus on something else. So that altogether did not make me smoothly accept what I have in terms of the environment, because I was totally fighting myself, fighting my demons. I knew I couldn't move back just right away, because, you know, immigration is a big thing. You're starting your life all over, and then just scratching all of that and going back it's a stupid decision at first. Depends on the case, of course, but in my case, I feel like. At the same time, like, I know that my heart really belonged to where I'm from, and saying goodbye to that fast and not being able to like go there whenever I want to really caught me off guard sometimes. And with that all being said about like hating the country, I've came to the conclusion eventually that the country that you're in actually does not owe you anything. And if you really think about this, no matter the situation that you're in, by the end of the day, it was your decision to come where you ended in. So like, I've moved to Canada. Yes, that wasn't truly my choice because I was a kid, I was dependent on my parents and whatnot. By the end of the day, me staying in this country, that was totally my decision to stay in this country. Not to be like a pick-me or anything, not to glaze Canada or something. I love this country, yes. I feel like the switch in the mindset, the slight switch of the mindset, really helped me accept what I have right now and not being as sickeningly attached to where I'm from, I guess. If you don't like this country that you're in, maybe it's not yours. Just because you're hating on this country doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad in and of itself. It just means that you're focusing on negative things only. Shocking, right? If you're going through this stage and if you're going through any of those, trust me, it does get better. Even if you move back eventually, even if you move to a completely different country that you were never thinking of, it does not matter. Whatever you are going through has a reason. That's what I always say. Like, just because you're here, there is a reason for it, okay? There is something that I can say that would probably make you feel a little better, I guess. I understand the situations might be different, but there's always a chance of going back to where you're from because you're always going to be home there. But while you have a chance to explore. Like me being in Canada, I have a chance to fully absorb and indulge the traditions, the history, the mentality, the cuisine, everything. And is it really bad? No, it just expands your outlook. It's never bad. So just give yourself some time, just look around and trust your gut feeling. Whatever your gut's telling you is the right decision, but do not rush, okay? Do not make any irrational actions, decisions, whatever. Next thing that I wanted to talk about is France. Please make sure that you prioritize it right after the basic human needs, like the roof over your head, the food on your table, and then friends. Please make sure. This is one of the most important things, one of the most important hooks to let you adjust to the country that you're in, to the new country that you're in. That was my issue. This is something that I didn't know. I didn't listen to anybody, okay? Because I am a very stubborn person myself. And everybody and their mom out of my family told me that first thing first that you need to do, please go find some friends. Because you cannot imagine how hard that could be. And I was like, girl, I don't know where you're from and what you were doing, but it's never hard. The reason why I was thinking it, in your life, in my life, okay, I'm gonna only talk about myself. Where I'm from, it was understandable that, for example, you're going into school, you meet new people, and those people and you, both of you, are in the same place at the same time. So you automatically find friends. And it's always like that. School, university, job, this is how you find friends. And this is an organic way to find them. But it's not always like that when you're an immigrant. Not always, okay? Because sometimes when you're in a different country with a different mentality, you gotta be the one to introduce yourself. You gotta be the one to be initiated. You're gonna be the one to say hi. And this is something that was so unnatural to me. And this is why I wasted so much time of not finding friends. I was totally fine with my friends that I had across the ocean that I was talking to on like FaceTime or something. I was okay until I was not. But I figured it out, and I'm pretty sure you will be able to as well. And just make sure that you pull somebody for a chat, that you explore connections, that you steal somebody for a quick chat. Yeah, that'll do. Another thing that I wanted to bring up that's a novel thing for me. Immigration helps you determine how much you're actually in love in where you're from. I don't really know how to explain this, but it's just like when you are living in your home country, there's a lot of things that you don't really pay enough attention to. For example, some holidays or I don't know, some like traditions. And obviously you're not gonna have this in another country, so you appreciate this more, you enjoy it more, and you're happy to share this experience with somebody else. It just shows how attached, but like healthy attached you are to your country. And I feel like this is beautiful. Even people who have no idea what your culture is all about, but you do have a chance to like show them what it is, it's exciting. It's always exciting. I've already mentioned expanding your outlook, something that I forgot to adapt to it. It helps you grow as a human being, as an individual, because you're able to compare now different cultures, especially if you live in a country that's like multicultural. You can compare how your culture differentiate from the other one, and just the science of exploring is beautiful. This one's gonna be a funny one because I always joke that I'm bipolar, which obviously I am not, but sometimes I do feel like I am, especially when it comes to immigration part. Because you build two completely different I spit. Why do I always spit? You build two completely different personalities. There is one that you have in your own country. This is what you act like among your family and stuff. The innate personality. And there is a second one that you build based on the mentality that you are getting used to in a new country. If that makes any sense. Like, it's so funny because it took me a while to learn the Canadian mentality and the way, like those small talks, bro. Oh my God. It took me all of the time that I'm in, actually, all of the time that I'm in here in Canada, it took me this long to learn what a fucking small talk is. I'm sorry, there's nothing bad in it. It's just something that was so unnatural to me. And obviously the more I'm here, the more I'm like leaning towards learning more. And it gets just more easier for me, I guess. Like having more friends, being able to talk to a lot of people. That all contributes to building another personality that you're only gonna have in the country that you've immigrated in. Sometimes it could act, okay, not completely different, but it just, the slight difference between two is just so funny. I could not be acting like I act in Canada back home because people just consider me a yapper. And I cannot act the way I act in Ukraine because I would be considered rude in here. It's so funny. And there's nothing else on my list. Absolutely nothing else. Ooh, there's one that I've missed. Okay, I can make like a little conclusion out of this. You are actually stuck in the middle. You're stranded. It feels like you're stranded. On the one hand, you are not that attached to back home now, after all of those years. Yes, you do feel like home in there, but your friends are actually consider you a guest now. On the other hand, you don't belong to the country that you've just moved yet. You're not attached to the community yet. So it's just like you're actually in the middle. You don't know which way to go. You're trying to combine both. You're trying to balance them all somehow. This is the most confusing part, but whoever's going through this and whatever I had to go through this, it does get better. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to disagree with me. Just put it somewhere in your head. It does get better. Okay, that was fun to make. I'm so glad I made this video because it's a very special one for me, obviously. I had a lot to say, as you can tell. And as of now, I'm just beyond grateful for everything that I had to go through. Even if there's like tiny little parts that I would have changed, but if I really had a chance, I probably wouldn't do it. Yeah, it's just amazing that we have a chance to like explore absolutely novel cultures and traditions that we've never even thought that we were gonna. Thank you so much, Canada, for accepting me here. Thank you, Ukraine, for always being with me. I literally have a flag right there. And thank you guys for, what was that? And thank you guys for watching this video and making it this far. If you have anything to say in terms of this, please let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm sorry that I took like a little break, I guess. Nobody really cares. Yeah, I guess that would be all. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that my hair did not mess up with my mic, because if it did, I love you so much, and I'll see you hopefully next week. Whoa. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.